We're live with Lunch Break Live. Oh my gosh, we are here with the Duo Gooders. Take it away. Let's get cooking.
We are so excited. We're the mom-daughter duo gooders. Yeah. And you know what? Let's get baking. One of our holiday favorites.
The vegan gingerbread cookies.
That's right, vegan gingerbread cookies. So this is what we're going to start with. We actually put it here together. Shayler, if you want to go ahead and start stirring. But what we did to really create this great base of such a seasonal classic is we put together 16 tablespoons of course, vegan butter. Also brown sugar as well. We've tried this recipe many different ways, and we like more the light brown sugar. Wouldn't you agree? It's just like a lighter, has a little bit more flavor for this. Also 6 tablespoons of molasses, which can be pretty messy, can't it?
Very.
We had to clean up a little bit. Yeah. And also some salt. And of course, the secret here is really the spices. So you're going to put 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and also half a teaspoon of allspice. So you're going to heat that. Do you want to show them?
Yeah. So here's what it should look like.
That's right. Nice. You can already smell that amazing ginger flavor, right?
Yes.
And I'm telling you, this is so good. You'll want to eat it all year round. So once that is done, keep stirring it a little bit more. You want to make sure the butter is all good and melted. We're going to put in another bowl. And one thing we love about this recipe too is it's so easy.
Yes.
Easy is definitely a plus. In another bowl, what we have taken is some oil, actually just a tablespoon of oil. And then we have also put in half a teaspoon of baking powder and a little water. So we're going to set that aside. That's ultimately going to go in this amazing mixture. So how are we looking there, sweetie?
Looking pretty good.
Yes. Oh, I'm telling you, when you bake these cookies, does it not make the whole house smell amazing?
Yes, definitely.
And this is a recipe too. You can have fun with decorating all your ginger men or ginger women, however you want to do. It's just a fun family activity.
So what's the next step?
All right. So as I know, my little girl here loves to roll the dough. So we got to get there first, right?
Should I grab the cutting board?
Well, we will. That's why we mix this first, and then we'll put it together. So in a larger bowl, friends, you are going to put together some flour. And the flour is going to be, let me just double check because I want to make sure I say everything correct. Yes, 1 3/4 cup flour is going to go in here, and you're also going to put some baking soda and baking powder. And of course, we're going to list everything for you so you can just walk this recipe step by step. But once you have that all together, you can mix it up. And then here comes the fun part, and Shayler's favorite part, one of them, is mixing it all together. So we can take the liquid and we put it in here.
Just pour it in?
Yeah, just pour it in.
How fun is this, everybody? With the Duo Gooders, we have Allyson Spellman, who's so familiar with the camera. You're going to see her all over the place. She does lots of great content. And we also have Shayler, who is her daughter, and they do this group content called Duo Gooders. I love what you say here: living compassionately, saving our animals, and protecting the planet. Wow, we have a question. Who went vegan first? Who inspired the other? Take it away.
Oh, I've definitely been vegan first. Yes. I've always been an animal lover my entire life, and that's first why I went vegan. And then, of course, so many other amazing benefits along the way: health and wellness and just protecting the planet, so many different things. And so, you know, Shayler just kind of followed in my footsteps. It was very important to me that she really make her own choices. And I found out that me living a vegan lifestyle was really just the best way to really inspire her.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone vegan if I didn't know what was happening. But yeah, definitely.
And I know Shayler, it's been really inspiring for me to see how Shayler has inspired her friends, her other 10-year-old friends along the way to start implementing vegan choices into their lifestyle.
And any age of kids or anybody.
That's right.
I do have a question for you, Shayler. I want to know, with your friends, what kinds of things do they touch into when you bring up the vegan conversation? Like, what has them ask questions? What are they curious about? Take it away.
Well, they're mainly curious about what the ingredients are and all the food. So, like, I can say I'm having tofu because I really like tofu that we make in the air fryer sometimes, which is really good. And then, like, we also use soy milk in some ingredients. We also make, like, green bean casserole, vegan green bean casserole for Thanksgiving. So they mainly question me about all the ingredients that are substituted for these incredible foods.
Yeah, that's right. And I think a lot of times too, and I can even experience this, as an adult, people think, oh my gosh, what do you eat? Or can you still have all these fun foods that you love the vegan way? And the more we get to share what we eat and kind of our vegan twist on things like gingerbread cookies, the more people try it and they say, I can't believe that that's vegan, because you're really not missing out. In fact, you're adding so much more to your life.
I love it. Okay, I think we are all just smelling these holiday smells. It just wow.
It smells so good. I wish you had smell-o-vision, because like this is it is such a, when you smell that, isn't it just holiday?
Yes.
It's amazing. And one thing Shayler loves to do too is just eat the dough. If you're a big cookie dough lover like we are, this is great too, because what we're going to do next is we are going to put it in some plastic wrap. And we kind of sped up the process because we've already done this, because we want to show you the entire steps of this recipe. But ultimately what you're going to do is take the dough and put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour and a half. So we're going to do that now. Make sure it's good and mixed. I know it's your favorite part. I'm just going to step back here and get some plastic wrap. Here we go.
Love it. This is so much fun. And what is your intention with DUOGOODERS? I see your social media. It's so inspiring. And what are your thoughts about that for the future?
Yeah, I mean, DUOGOODERS really formed because Shayler and I love helping the community. And of course, we love animals and, helping out people and the planet. So I thought, wow, this would be a great thing to do together. And so we really love to highlight angels out there, angels for the animals, angels for the planet, the community, really people making a difference, and ultimately to inspire our generation. I really love to help mothers and parents see what they can do to help their child, really inspire them to think outside themselves and be able to help the world and see the power within. And I know Shayler does that as well for kids. And we really are able to come at things with a dual perspective, which is a lot of fun as well. What do you think?
It's awesome.
I think she's just loving the smell of the gingerbread right now.
I'm like getting lifted away with the smell.
It's very easy to be transfixed with it. That is for sure. So we're going to take some plastic wrap. And this is the fun part.
You want to make it into a gingerbread Yule log.
Yes, a gingerbread Yule log. And she's just going to put it right in here. Just kind of scoop it on. It's kind of fun to get messy, right?
Yes.
It's kind of fun to say that as a mom too. It's okay to get messy right now.
I love it. Do you find yourself
usually? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you find yourselves cooking in the kitchen often? Take it away.
Yeah, we experiment a lot with different things. We look at a lot of recipes, very popular recipes, and especially a lot of recipes like kids tend to love, like mac and cheese and pizza and, kind of those traditional kid foods. And we love to just experiment and see how we can make them the vegan way. And we do it a lot together, which is really fun. And I have to say, Shayler is a way better baker than me, just saying. She tends to enjoy her time in the kitchen. I enjoy so much trying things and honestly spending time together. It's just a great way to take a pause out of the day and spend it together as a family.
I love it. Now, you have a special technique that you're doing over there, Shayler.
Yes. So personally, I think it's easier instead of getting your hands all messy, even though we do sometimes like that, but it might be easier to just use the plastic underneath to like form it into like a sort of brick shape.
Mm-hmm.
Just like move it around. Yeah.
It's easier that way.
Mm-hmm. Should I go ahead?
Yeah,
and
you can
wrap it
go
up?
ahead and wrap it up, sweetie.
And then you want to like wrap it sort of like a burrito.
Yes.
A vegan one.
A vegan burrito, you're right. Perfect. And so what we're going to do, well, what you will do, I mean, obviously we're going to grab one that's already been in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half, but you'll put that in the refrigerator because you want it to, get cold so it's easier to go ahead and roll it out. So I'm going to grab the one, Shayler, that's already made behind you while you do that.
And also another thing that I find easier is to make it like sort of like a candy and then fold it all up.
Yeah. And I can take that one, I'll put it over here and we'll put it in the refrigerator a little bit later.
You can go ahead and do that.
Perfect. You need more paper maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Now, if we can just quickly review what went into making this while people have, jumped in to the kitchen with you.
Yeah, so we're making one of our favorite holiday classics with a vegan twist, of course, which is gingerbread cookies. It's one of our favorite. Very, very easy to make. So all we've used so far is non-dairy butter, brown sugar. We like the light brown sugar. You can experiment with what you like, but we just find we like the taste. Molasses, we did a dash of salt, baking powder, vegetable oil, water, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice, and baking soda.
You can go ahead and
Yeah, we'll put this one here. So this will ultimately go in the refrigerator for an hour and a half. We have
we
this
just made,
one.
like our gingerbread Yule
That's
log.
for later.
And then here is
After. And this, we went ahead and kind of dipped into this so we can make finished cookies to show everyone. So yours will be a little bit bigger than this.
Yeah.
But, it's going to be a nice texture to it. That's really going to be great to roll out as well. So I'm going to grab you want to get the cutting board? Okay, so Shayler's going to get the cutting board.
and the rolling pin.
And the rolling pin. So this is all her. One other thing before we roll it out is the parchment paper. Let me grab that. So this is all Shayler right here, and she loves this part.
I'll put half right there.
Okay.
Half right there.
Do you want to put flour too?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So we suggest putting a little flour on the parchment paper as well. So when you roll it, it's not going to stick. Exactly.
And also put it on the rolling pin.
The rolling pin as well, yes. And then it was the fun part because once we roll it out, guess what we get to do? Cut them into the little gingerbread men or women, whatever however you see.
Some on here,
Oh, you want
please.
some flour? Yes. Just a little, right? So we're going to roll that on the rolling pin.
Roll it on the rolling pin.
And then I'm going to hold that for you.
Perfect.
Okay. Teamwork. Very important. And when you roll it out, you don't want it too thick. We try to do it about 1/8 of an inch. Again, you can experiment with how thick or hearty you want your cookies to be. But we find about 1/8 of an inch is pretty good.
And to measure that out, this is about like it right there.
Yes.
Just, what 1/8 of an inch is.
Yes. And this is where she also gets in her workout. A little arm workout too, which is never always a good thing. Multitasking. And this is where sometimes we just go ahead and eat a little dough on the way.
Another thing, like she said, if you're into dough, you can also make little cookie scoop, like dough scoops with this, which I personally, that's one of my favorite things. So.
Yes, especially when you put it in the refrigerator and it's cold too.
It's like cookie dough ice cream.
Yes.
So
are you done rolling?
I think
Okay.
that's good enough.
Perfect.
Just there.
Okay. So now we have the different fun little shapes. You'll see one of the ones we made was gigantic.
Yeah.
So you can have a lot of fun. Again, any kind of cookie cutter that you want.
And then what I recommend, instead of just taking it off immediately, just take it off, like press down and take off while it's on the outside because it makes it way easier.
There you go. And you know what I'm going to grab? I'm going to grab the cookie sheet back here.
Okay.
And we just lightly greased a cookie sheet already. You'll want to preheat your oven to 350. And there you go. Perfect little shape. And the fun thing is, you can decorate these. We also, which we will share with you with the recipe, we do have a vegan icing as well. Sometimes we just buy vegan icing when we put it on, already pre-made, vegan sprinkles. You can just have a lot of fun however you want to decorate it.
I might need some more flour on this.
Oh, yes. It is a key to being smooth. You want more flour, baby?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, it really does smell so good. It really is like the perfect classic kind of holiday smell. It's perfect, and taste too. There you go.
And then how long do you put these in the oven for? That's always the next question.
Yeah, usually about 10 to 12 minutes. Are you going to make a big one?
Yes.
Oh, Shayler's making the big one. All right.
Giant one.
So about 10 to 12 minutes. You want to take it out. You can start to see this when they start to get a little brown around the edge is when you want to take them out. And then, of course, let them sit as well and cool off before you decorate them. Shayler is going to go ahead and do a big one for you.
I've never done this gigantic one.
Once you get the spatula,
Oh, good
that
idea.
might be good to take it off. Let's see if we can transfer him
This
over.
might be, here. Yeah, this is gonna be
Okay,
giant.
1, 2, 3. We got him.
And, oh gosh, this
There
is
we-
gonna be a long guy.
See, it's always fun too because you never know what your creations are gonna look like, but they're gonna taste delicious. So again, this is the really fun part.
This is so much fun, and we have so many comments saying this is so fun to watch the mother-daughter experience in the kitchen. And then, so you cook them for about 12 to 14 minutes, and at what temperature do you cook them at? And
Yeah, so it's 350 degrees and anywhere, I would say 8 to 12 minutes. We cook ours about 10 minutes, but again, you really just want to check. And once they start to get a little bit brown on the edges is when you want to take them out and just let them sit before you decorate them. But you'll know as you look, like this little guy here, they're so good too. Nice on the back. And you'll see, like, when they come out, sometimes they're really puffy, but then they'll sit down to the perfect texture and height.
oh my goodness.
Yes.
And what are some of your decorating tips and the icing tips that you have for us?
Yeah, I mean, one thing too, if you make your own icing, and again, we'll share that when we share the recipe, is to put your icing in one of the icing dispensers. So you can really do all the amazing detail that you like, and then put sprinkles on top or decorate with different colors. I mean, we have a lot of fun. Sometimes we'll even, try to make gingerbread men or gingerbread women look like
bow ties.
Yeah, with bow ties, and just make them very, very fun and festive. And sometimes we'll decorate it with someone's favorite color as well. If you buy the pre-made vegan icing, sometimes we'll just take that and smooth it all over the cookie, and then just go kind of crazy and go kind of fun with the sprinkles or however else you want to decorate it. Shayler also likes to put vegan chocolate chips too on them as well.
Now, I would love that with the chocolate chips. Okay,
Yes.
so we're wondering, do you have to flip them, or do you cook them like that and they get cooked on both sides?
Oh, you mean flip the cookies?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, actually, you can just put them in and they're good to go.
Got
Yeah,
it.
you don't have to flip them or anything. They come out and they really are the perfect, because I always love gingerbread cookies. I mean, I think we all kind of have that craving, especially during holiday times. And I was so happy to just kind of experiment. We experimented with this recipe to really find the right texture and the right taste for us. And it was just so much fun to be able to put this classic into our holiday tradition. We make every Thanksgiving too.
Even Mom and I have different things that we like to decorate our gingerbread cookies with, or like the certain like how long we bake them in for. And yeah, so we also like maybe putting like chocolate chips in the gingerbread cookies.
It's true. I mean, you just try whatever you like with it. It's pretty fun to do. And again, I mean, you can see how much fun we're having, and it's a real family bonding baking time as well.
I love it. Well, we are going to be wrapping up the show now. I thought maybe you want to show us the cooked ones and the baked ones, and then we're going to head out and invite everybody to grab this recipe from our website. Take a look. They are so cute and tasty too. Head over to DUOGOODERS and follow them on social media. More segments, please, is the request. We adore you. Thank you so much for being here with us, everybody, on Lunch Break Live, and we will definitely see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.